And Moist, they've only played this map once recently against Shopify. They took that victory, but M80 just looks so clean on it. In the meantime, for this pistol round, though, it's going to be the entry and that plant towards the A site.
Spike planted.
The timing, though, but johnqt is ready for it.
And John just has nowhere to go, unfortunately. No alarm bot here in this round. That turret doesn't find him, so this C push pays off beautifully. 2 early kills here in the retake, and the rest of M80 are completely crunched onto the site. koalanoob gonna do his best to try and whittle the numbers down. Zander also gonna try his hand at it as Aproto and brawk hop back into the kill feed. And just like that, the pistol round to Moist Moguls. Get a little aggressive out towards A. Instead, they're rotating through the spawn, but they completely give up C, ready to retake.
And they get that information thanks to Aproto, those up close and personal, but just a matter of time waiting for everybody to be up together and push this C site.
Cover going out.
To get the first kill.
Yeah, you laid out towards mid. It seems Aproto ready for this one here. Sim gonna work his way on Guardian in hand. The rest of the team just behind him as NiSMO gets a bit of damage, but a bit of damage isn't enough to win you a round. Time has been stalled for just a moment.
And the one kill is going to be everything. That kill utility no longer available for this post-1 scenario, or to hold this lurk that they know is coming from Sim.
Bomb grenade out. Can't use that yet.
They know it's coming, but how do they know it's coming, right? Because he had fallen back when they went to go get the spike. He's taking the long way around, and they're completely unsuspecting. The spray down lands. Another player underneath Heaven with the paint shells might be in a bit of trouble as he pushes through. Zander dealt death. Not gonna take that duel just yet. Here comes that rolling thunder, though. They want to try and stay on the fight. This is what they've done round after round. Here comes the rocket, though. Nobody dealt with. Instead, it's Sim to fall. koalanoob opening up this round in this site once more as the spray comes through. One rifle was all they needed, but now they've gotten themselves a couple. The blades are still online, and Thief and Aproto in a rough spot.
And the last 2 players here, difficult scenario to deal with, 2v4. And yeah, it started as an eco round. But the Vandal for NiSMO really made the difference, also allowing that Rolling Thunder to be available to give that entry to the A site. The showstopper not connecting. And these are the kind of rounds that we are expecting from M80. That patience and trying to play around it. The Thief.
Just absolutely not worth it. So clears everybody from the site. And look at where everybody's coming from as well. Everyone from the top side of the map. Rolling Thunder comes through and Aproto sits down eeiu. He thought he had the angle. I don't know if Koala was spotted. It doesn't matter. Inside the smoke. And his team is dying around him. As flyuh runs through. Koala does it again. It's Mr. Multi-Kill. 2 kills here in this round. For the last 3 rounds, he's done it. Now he tries to hang on with Zander. Plays out towards long. Koala with the dash on. 3 kills. Needs the 4th to try and close out the round. And Thief is only down to 15 HP. The tailwind used. The dash that creates the paranoia. Another smoke goes out. Unfortunately, Thief just...
And again, it's just so terrifying when this starts to happen, when Sim starts to go down. But now, okay, Aproto answers back.
Yeah, great shot there, taking down Koala. Stunting that reign of terror. 4 kills in the last round. Does not find another here. And this one is Aproto. Matches 4 for 4. But it ends up in a 1v1, no less. M80 still have a chance to tie us up here in this round. And a lot of information off the back end of eeiu's drone, which I believe is headed the wrong way. Peek back sight for just a moment. See if he's expecting him to be here. On the angle, they take the fight, and eeiu wins in Aproto.
A little bit longer, and it works perfectly for this kind of retake onto the A site. It's 4v4, Koala's down, there's a chance.
And just unsuspecting, and there might be enough time. Nope, not enough time to destroy that one. Zander sneaks away, completely detained though. Thief can hop onto the spike, look to get this one halfway before fighting with the rest of the team to try and secure the round and reclaim their lead. 3 still alive though as we go back and forth. NiSMO taking control. It's no Koala. Fight for it. Koala takes a bit of damage and trying to hold on to it, and Aproto's still here. Forced to swap weapons, always out of ammo. Koala's been dealt with. John's down as well, stuck inside the Omen form. Zander goes down, and eeiu the left of the last one standing, tagged up by the recon bolt and quickly being run down. It's flyuh on the backstab. Oh no, Sim. Oh, the timing. Timing just so awful. Koala gonna try and survive, and he does so. He goes up, and well, the rest of Moist Moguls, they go down. M80 seized control of the round, 1 player ahead in an open C site.
These are the rounds that M80 absolutely love. When it's that aggression met, but it's still that surprise factor coming from them, especially on this attacking side. It's a 2v3 though, still doable, but yeah. One of the players here, Aproto's gonna get spotted.
Last player standing.
Ooh, okay. Oh my God! Shock darts Deal with the first, they'll pop the second, and Zander, that's actually where he wanted to go
30
instead.
seconds left.
He'll be stunned up, some time bought. Squala goes aggressive. Ooh, paint shells is gonna force him. Backside here, the util usage has been good to stall, and here it is. Deadeye himself as he works his way through. Can't quite find the third, he was stunned up. Solo ulted by that Rolling Thunder, and this play has forced M80 out towards the seaside. Koala's in the back lines. I said he was low health, and that's who you wanted him to be, low health, but it might not matter until it does. Finally, brawk will silence, but NiSMO cuts it down. A 1v1, and NiSMO does not have to worry about the plant. That spike is already down. Same recon bolt we see, same jiggle peek. Out from brawk, who did it all himself in the last round. Tries to do it again. Here in this one, a shock dart at the feet. NiSMO not ready for the swing, and brawk will do it once more.
He did it once. He was, of course, going to do it again. Brawk.
Keep up that same fast play style. It looks like they do. Oh!
No! Oh, 2 kills for koalanoob with the sheriff as well. The big risk on the pistol round, and it's so good to see it work out. M80 in a 4v3.
Zander lets the angle slip just a bit. Brawk also took damage in all of that exchange. So this 4v3 is 4v2.5. Brawk has to be careful, but he does have information for his team. He does have shock darts. Looks like he wants to be hit the spear, though. Off of contact here from Zander. The stun goes out. 2 players affected by it. And,
Spike down.
well, it's all up to Aproto. Spots out NiSMO. Shots to the head through. Other than that,
Nice try.
full save from everybody else. Good reveal. And, well, even better kills behind it. Okay. Aproto making this one hurt at the very least. It's all up to Sim and the Sheriff himself. johnqt just look like he is, but M80 haven't quite pulled the trigger just yet. Now inside the smoke, just like koalanoob did previously. They weren't ready for it. Sim and Thief to find the first couple of kills, make it 2 for Thief as eeiu looks to trade him back, but now it's all up to NiSMO. He's got 3 players on the other side of him. He dodges out on the stun, taps to the first head, needs to find 2 more. Unfortunately, will not have the space nor the time, so he's forced away, and Moist Moguls have taken the round.
Yeah, there's no chance, nothing else.
All right. Diffuses, they've detonated on both sides. As johnqt and eeiu find their way back into this round, way of Hunter's Fury, and because of that, Proto's able to put down that lockdown, make this one harder to retake. NiSMO gonna go aggressive, try and deal with a few players here. Shock darts queued up. Time off the clock as that spike continues to tick. Paranoia goes out. Smokes galore as they spray down the diffuser. It's Zander first to fall. Brawk looks for something extra, but instead it's eeiu to get it as he gets spammed down. That's exits are the dream here, it seems, for M80. Recon bolt feels there's the swings and finds 1. But, I mean, this damage doesn't matter for M80. They're supposed to die in this round. For Moist Moguls, they want to try and keep these weapons in hand. Stop the bleeding on the economy. eeiu. He doesn't know what to do here. Do you try and hang on to the Guardian? Nope. NiSMO.
Sweet the Rolling Thunder.
Ready for the Rolling Thunder. Chooses not to send it, though. Owl drone dealt with. Operator here on the angle. Sim the first one to fall. Paint shells go out. And another just around the corner. NiSMO gonna hang on to the util. Instead, will use the rifle. As Koala finally falls, only 2 remain. And Aftershock will force their hand. It looks like they choose to walk away. Thief does so with 5 HP.
Try running away from him, but no chance. 5 HP for Thief, and Aproto, the only other member of Moist staying alive. Trying to get something going on. We didn't see that Rolling Thunder. That would have been the difference for koalanoob to get off that angle, to get stunned, and maybe things would have been different. But M80, like you said, just such a good read at the beginning of the round.
If they didn't hear anybody out towards long, which they should have heard Aproto maybe leaping away, they definitely spotted that spike is no longer there. Split across the map, so a 2v2 here out towards the A site, a 2v2 out towards C should they need it. Here comes that Rolling Thunder, though. They want this round. They want it bad. Recon bolt dealt with, so is...
Off your feet!
Wow. I mean, Moist kind of letting it slip. Oh, okay, never mind. Aproto, quick with it, clears the corner, a 1-tap and backs away from it all. Unfortunately, the stun has subsided. You've got to try and take these fights, and they have all the tools to do so. Instead, NiSMO dumped inside the smoke. Zander, not long for this world, but NiSMO still gets one as the smoke will dissipate. And this time, it's brawk and Thief. And Thief, not 5 HP. How about 1 HP in the 1v2? A beautiful flash koala with the knives, and we find ourselves 1v1 around the box C long. And this is where brawk will thrive, and that's exactly why. Tip of your spear. Thief was also 1 HP, but they still had the confidence to take the map the way that they would previously. Nothing changed for them, and this one starts off the same exact way. Sim with an early kill. Hunter Shuri's traded, and brawk will do it again. Thief will teleport backside, look to secure this one for the team. Unfortunately, can't find the kill. johnqt takes down 2 before he makes his exit. And again, we find ourselves even, but the best 2 players alive in a situation like this. It's dynamic duo of Koala and NiSMO. Moist Moguls know it. They're not committing to this plan just yet. Finally, they'll get that spike down.
Spectre, though, for koalanoob.
One enemy remaining.
I'll be getting out close, and NiSMO's gonna take care of it just fine. The Vandal finally making the difference, and M80, they get to see another day of Haven.
Day, is it?
Tight.
This is going to buy out that lockdown, though. Hunter Shuri using the last round means no real way to deal with this one unless Sim is going to look to get aggressive. Aftershock goes through. Only a couple bullets need to land, but they don't do so in time. Instead, he'll find the kill, but the attacker all forced away. But they got the spike planted. Aproto's got a lockdown of his own. Aftershock going to come through. He can't stay to defend it, but he'll back away, and Thief will make sure he does so safely. The cavalry has arrived, however, and they want to push up on this one. Nobody to defend as NiSMO goes aggressive. Now they only have to worry about the spike, but they have to have the spam around them. And Koala left reeling in it all with an operator. Will hop onto the spike once more with 61 HP. He's blinded up. He's just about taken down, and everybody's out towards mid. Just about 5 players for M80. Make it 3 for Moist Moguls. Okay, now just down to the last 2 as Thief and brawk will try and fight their way out of it, and they're doing so successfully. eeiu. Oh. And if you're the underdogs here in this one, you got to beat the favorites sometime, whether it be now or in the finals. See if they do close it out in 2. Sim, my goodness, just trying to neutralize Koala the best he can. Fragment comes out. NiSMO just gonna get run down, and this was not the best of buys for a bonus. You have a couple of stingers coming into this one. Now the rifles have been picked up. The guns have been upgraded. Zander and John, in their first full buy, stand so far away from this, and they want to hang on to the rifles.
And the investment as well was good for Moist for this round as well after the damage that took place early on. But M80 backing up going were the same thing that we saw on map number 1. And these rounds, these early rounds, are what at this point M80 cannot allow to happen. M80, they're used to taking those rounds into a 1v1, into a 1v2. They're used to making it close. When the advantage goes too far to the enemy team, it's hard to recover. And yeah, hunting for them, looking for them. Zander's actually gonna answer. It's the last 2, so only...
There's a glimpse of light there, but that glimpse has been met by a guiding light as Koala plays inside the smoke. I mean, you have to spray it down. The smokes are like trees to this guy. Koalas want to be in trees as he tosses the weapon back. He had the blade, so he tried to give Zander the weapon, but he does so in the worst possible position, and any glimpse of hope has just been shut.
And honestly, for a run like this and a play like that one, right? Some of the execution and some of the plans here for M80, it seems like they lack that coordination. Who's gonna hold that angle while everybody else backs up? Who's gonna hold the angle when 2 of us are watching it at the same time? Like, plays like that one, they're benefiting Moist, and we got to see it last map. We get to see it again. Sure, the sheriffs are most likely not gonna do too much, but you still are trying to go for those duels in the best way possible.
One enemy remaining.
Oof, I think... I mean, I guess the economy is still good. All right, well, that's what they wanted to do. They just want... And a good toxic screen here. Make sure that Koala can't really find anything on this angle. Instead, he's going to try and create his own angle. He'll go up top and take down Aproto. Out comes the rocket. And he walks away with 45 HP. Maybe able to sneak away, and he does so successfully. So much util tossed out that way, but a player down or Moist here on the site. No, it's just about everything. Koala's got to do it all himself. He's got the operator, no knives this time around. Sim gonna go up. That flick does not land. Instead, he'll turn around, flick to Koala, and find the kill himself. Blast through into heaven. NiSMO not ready for the angle right in front of him. And Sim allowed 2 kills on the round to Zander. johnqt once more. The 2 that remain. This time the economy a bit better, but the call seemingly the same. They want to back away and save.
Making sure, you know. M80, they I like how, you know, I was gonna say they give respect to Moist when they go for these safe rounds, right? They're not, even when they have that aggressive playstyle that we've seen throughout that first split, they know when they have to back up and kind of respect that space that Moist has been able to take so far. But that means Moist is gonna secure that 5th round. And NiSMO goes down too.
Yeah, very important too to be able to shoot that knife so that way they can make this hit go off without a hitch. Well, there's actually a hitch thrown in at eeiu. Nice shots there with that Hunter's Fury. Will take down flyuh, but Sim, low HP, still finding kills. And opening up opportunities here for the Moguls as eeiu tries to take the high ground. It's Thief to finally sit him down. Meanwhile, while all of this is happening, slowly but surely, brawk is looking to get himself connected back into the fight, and he's full HP, he's full utility. Should be the linchpin in this round. A player ahead is koala. Takes down Thief. Now things get even, and that's actually going to buy out the lockdown. They have to go aggressive to try and deal with this one.
And that's so hard to do right now.
Remaining.
So it's going to fall right in the hands of brawk as Zander goes down. The 1v2 for koalanoob, and we've seen what this player is capable of doing with 2 different angles to take care of, and it's not going to be
the production.
Yeah. All right. koalanoob, good early pick. And on one side, also showing what this M80 side is able to do, but Thief answering right back. 2 kills with the Phantom. Numbers again for Moist, right when it seemed like koala was going to take care of it.
And he does it again. I mean, peek, finds a frag. Peek, finds a frag. Peek, finds a frag. Now brawk, narrowly escaping death. I thought koala was going to look to run him down. Instead, brawk will go clear mid, backs away from it. johnqt stuck on the angle. Thief comes back to it with 60 HP, and that is not enough to win the fight. It's a snake bite to try and stay alive. Koala looks to clear the spawn, and he had the right call. Unfortunately, was a little too quick on the angle. Wasn't expecting Aproto to be there just yet, and now they know the whereabouts of this Viper, who does have the pit available, but is in an awkward spot to use it.
He's going to be very uncomfortable here for John. It's a 1v2, and we've seen a bunch of these plays, but mostly today, at least for the side of Moist.
Dog will be first to peek. Aproto will be second. No more nano swarms to pop here. Brawk gonna have to take the fight right after the flash, and johnqt's just gonna stick it. He's calling his bluff, and he does not hop off some way, somehow.
And last time for koala, he was able to get more of an aggressive position, but Sim this time around waiting for it and capitalizes perfectly. Zander needs to get this one though.
Oh, Zander's about to get it all pit for pit. Unfortunately, flyuh is gone, so the only one that stands will be johnqt's. And that makes, well, this A side anything less than cute. A pretty undesirable position to play. What are you doing, NiSMO? Sim has absolutely no idea. NiSMO has absolutely no idea. So we go 1 for 1.
And, but yeah. This had a Moist stay back up for a second. They go back for the hour control. Didn't Zander get it this time. He did it. He got 1. Last round, but yeah, this one's not gonna be it.
30 seconds left.
And Sim was ready for the rat strats. You saw he didn't want to swing that angle close. He swung it wide. That shotgun,
very far, yeah.
Not quite getting the same value as it would on a closer angle. He's also gonna be healed up. Got a potion from his friend brawk. Now flyuh is about to spread his wings and just go to town, and the back lines will find one, make it 2. johnqt doesn't even want to turn around. He doesn't even know what's just happened. He finds his 1 as flyuh tries to walk away. NiSMO there to greet him, says, "Get out of my restaurant." This last round comes to a close. Moist in a decent spot. Aproto here, stuck on the site. NiSMO just not ready for the angle.
5 here, but yeah, the stars gonna get placed here as Moist. They need to go for this retake, and immediately Sim going down.
NiSMO Able to get a kill just before that wall goes up. Koala gonna spray on through. A lot of utility tossed out at this one. Steve will finally get a kill in response, but it might not matter. Steve and Aproto have a whole lot to get done, and not a whole lot to do. The smoke will dissipate. Aproto finds himself in a bad. 9 times out of 10, find that first pick. They're not giving him that chance.
Yeah, and with the utility here, they're gonna be playing so far back for the setup Moist onto this A site. They're gonna have that start early on to deal with it, to create that delay, and Aproto's on the other side towards Art. That's his one.
He's completely left on an island because of that gravity well. While a dash is on, and Aproto, like you said, deals with him, gets his one. Sim still here, trying to fight forward, but NiSMO and johnqt equalize things here at a 3v3 on the side as eeiu gets back two, and oh my god, who would have guessed it? It's M80's round.
Typical round though, and you need to be looking at flyuh. Even if he gets a timing though, it's a classic at hand to work with.
Spike planted.
Sim's gonna mid him though.
That's tough. You'd like to get something a little extra, but it does cause some paranoia. Now Sim gonna back him up. Paint shells out. That'll force johnqt off the angle. Good flash on the backside as well. And Aproto finds first kill. Unfortunately, it seems one and done is all they'll get here. That pit extends into Link Dryad.
And that makes these ultimates so much more difficult to get value of. But there's no way. How does Steve get that Viper? And there it is. Ultimate down.
Yeah, random through the Viper's pit, maybe caught as he was walking out. flyuh finds the next, and I said that these retakes haven't been great. But this one here it's ults and util galore. And there's just no real answer. A beautiful Hunter Shuri, though, and a vulnerable target in brawk. Next up is Sim to try and hop onto that one. They might have just bought enough time as Zander looks to walk his way through. Can't quite deal with the defuse, but a shock dart just might know flyuh. He might not have the kills, but he's got him.
Even after Sim got taken down early on. Viper's pit.
Not gonna be used. It looked like that Nebula and brawk a little lost in the sauce there. Couldn't quite sneak away, so he's standing inside the snake bite a little too long. Reload though coming out, and now Thief is left all on his lonesome. 2 players just on the other side of him, and the health bars there getting lower. But you could say the same for everybody here left in round 20. The drop down from Thief as the star goes through, the wall will fall, and too many targets on the other side. This round is M80's to keep.
And have to be right place, right time to get this one done, especially with that no command.
Zander will deal with flyuh. Thief and brawk forced to play retake, and I mean, it's really just brawk here on his front foot all by himself. He'll back away for just a moment. Thief not in the closest of spots on the map. With NiSMO, I mean, NiSMO dealing with that Trailblazers, everything. Zander goes undetected on this angle. That guiding light confirms the information, but we already know players are out towards long. Who is backside? NiSMO steps up. johnqt finally. Oh no, never mind. It's Zander. Backside. johnqt is still out towards long. That reload should be heard. Here on the swing, attack from brawk. 23 HP. It's not a whole lot to try and clutch out this round, and he's running out of time, and M80 are playing that clock perfect.
Even on these eco rounds where Moist loves playing aggressive, they know the risk.
Nice shot from Sim. That'll silence Koala. Yeah, he's taking off. He's not trying to bite off more than he can chew.
Pace off, but of course, no rifle, nothing else that this out of Moist could pick up from it. So they're still gonna have to play so far back. Oh, the swing is perfect too.
Ah, Thief.
30
The
seconds
shots
left.
just get away from him. Put Aproto in that position, and maybe he finds a couple himself. The Deadeye. As he walks up, nope. Just giving absolutely nothing. M80 gonna push us all the way to map point, unless brawk can do something about it. johnqt now getting aggressive. The spray, it's just gonna miss. We find ourselves 1v1. Force brawk to rotate. The second one does confirm, and brawk will find Koala just to open things up. That's everything for Moist Moguls, but they still have 4 players to worry about. A Cosmic Divide to push through. And the spike, it hasn't yet been committed, but neither is the defense. Look at this drive. They're still set up across the map.
brawk was flash for that kill, but I mean, you take down koalanoob, good chance. Spots another one of those players, and it's gonna be that swing. No way, Zander gets the best of it.
brawk just feeling himself there.
Spike down B.
Thief does it again. Thief sprays down johnqt. eeiu pushes aggressive, finds Aproto inside the smoke. We continue the back and forth, but Thief still has his ultimate available. Does he have an opportunity to use it? The knife goes out. He'll have to wait 8 seconds on the suppression, and he's not even alive for it. No time to wait, and Sim will have to do it all himself, but they swing him at the same time, and M80 say goodbye as they take map 2. And
That has been played internationally with a Viper. Played by loud before, but Challenger's something else to prove, and so far at least it works out. Oh no way, Zander as well going down. Sim not giving them any space to work with.
Oh man, NiSMO must have had some popcorn before this one. Fingers a little slippery. That flash did not go where he had hoped it did, and Sim took full advantage of that one, and flyuh now gets to play the lurk. I guess the best part about this Viper utility is it's fire and forget. If you get to play around the map, you're not tethered by anything like the Omen or like the Sentinel. Koala neutralizes. And here comes the lineup. You can tell they've done their homework. flyuh so disconnected from the play. Everything up to Thief. Try and clutch it out. Now Koala will hop onto the spike, getting this one halfway. Looking to stick it the full way here. Here come the snake bites, and now flyuh needs to get it done. Mr. Multi-kill, can you do it? This spike is defused halfway. eeiu runs him down, but does he have enough time for the defuse? Sounds like he just might. I think Koala's done enough in sticking it there. The lineups were now 2 knives for Sim, but he finds himself a rifle. Meanwhile, one of the defenders sneaks inside the smoke here. That being Zander. Are they ready for this? They do their due diligence. No, not like this. He's got himself the judge. And well, there's one execution. Make it 2 as Aproto and Thief fall to the shotgun. And Zander wants some more. Pushes aggressively. Nope, will swap weapons. A bit more damage onto flyuh, but there's the multi-kill that we talked about. M80 slowly slipping through their hands this round. Zander tried to reel it back in. Unfortunately, it's all left up to johnqt, who's got himself 1 HP because of the decay.
Success, but still a long way to go. And the question, right, how much time did they have to break down and fully understand the role of each one of them, and the amount of different situations that can play out, and ahead is all you need to look at as koalanoob takes down Sim.
Yeah, koalanoob does not need much. 1 strand of hair.
That's enough.
Some dry skin hanging off the elbow. That's enough for Koala to find a kill with the operator. And they know the op is here. It looks like they're going to reach out this. 0 point. Hopefully he reveals too much. flyuh, no way. Crouches his way on through. Finds that kill onto the operator. NiSMO is vulnerable, but still finds that kill in response. 2 players fighting this cross out towards tree. That's the spike down. Stripped from the hands of
30
brawk.
seconds left.
Moguls with 30 seconds left. I mean, they've just been left with nothing of this round.
And the last couple of rounds were a little bit faster, a little bit more explosive towards those sites. This time around,
the cost of that has been 40 seconds. Finally, they look to hit this site. Sim a little disconnected. Rolling Thunder comes on through to try and slow things down, and that's more time off the clock. And if you're Moguls, you can't commit to anything here. flyuh finally going to work his way on through. Finds the first, but 2 more defenders here on the site. And johnqt has the high ground and continues to find the frags.
Attacking side of Moist is expecting, so yeah, koalanoob forced to back up. Nobody to be found yet, though.
Ooh, and it's, oh my goodness, okay. The operator turns shotgun as he finds Sim's head again through the utility, through the smoke. Will punish flyuh for standing right in the opening. The spray comes through. brawk 1 HP, Aproto 85, and a 2v5. This one, again, just not winnable. Aproto will find 1, make it 2.
And you're trying to make the numbers even. Go for that aggressive approach, but on the other side, I mean, kill the players waiting, eeiu's gonna take care of the first one.
Good aftershock from johnqt. Okay,
What?
nice shot from brawk. This one, it's still not incredibly doable, but looking a bit more so as
being contested, and this is the thing that I mentioned. This is kind of what I wanted to see, that mid control turn into market control. But koalanoob, look at this angle, waiting for it, and flyuh goes down.
there's no killjoy, but somehow there's still a killjoy turret given an operator. Koala played up on top of the boxes. Backs away with the knives. We'll see if he goes fishing once more. That he does. Unfortunately, does not find a big catch there. Lockdown uses the null command, was hot on the heels, but they get it off just in time. So just about 8 seconds chipped off the clock. The spike kicks down. Thief locked down inside B main. No real way to cross. Some util tossed at his feet. NiSMO gonna try and clear the angle. Paranoia queued up, but not needed. A Sim takes down 2. Hasn't yet to fall. And the attackers turn defenders, doing a pretty good job keeping this site in their favor. Sim low in HP. Koala has to deal with the turret. Goes in with the knives, but cannot pull the weapon out in time. As johnqt left to try and pick up the pieces, but trying to help him at the start of that round. Now hopefully hold on to the round. As knives on the opposite side. Sim forced to back away. Aproto picks up a good couple of kills here. All the initiators are dealt with. Zander has to work his way all the way across the map.
Spike
Trudge
planted.
through the swamp and win a 1v5 to tie us up at the half. Otherwise, most Moguls have done a pretty incredible feat coming back from 4 to 5. They put
Still waiting.
Wanted to play more aggressive. This is kind of the style that we're used to seeing for M80, and it would be insane if it managed to work out again.
Wow.
Shutting it down. Sim good for 2. koalanoob trying to answer back. The only one full HP in his team. There's a 2v3 here.
One enemy
that was
remaining.
so huge. Beautiful timing there from Sim. He worked his way across the map. Now johnqt just
I can only do him for so long. Oh, 5 players of M80 here.
oh man, and that's how you want to get started. Koala goes up top, looks to find another good reveal, has a bucky, just sends it through. There's the shotgun style coming to fruition. Sim, however, neutralizes Koala in this one, only allows him to find 2, dashes away to safety. A 3v4 with all 3 on the top side of the map. Moist Moguls gonna be working together against a healthy defensive M80 as they've got the spike planted at their feet. Logs player not quite spotted. eeiu is eventually gonna take Sim down. It's not eeiu to get one more on the way out. Instead, it's John.
Face your fear!
Expecting the aggression, especially for M80. The flash is good. Trying to answer the
Spike down B.
Just about all the kills
Remaining.
go in the way of M80. They're making sure that it is all.
risk high reward kind of play. Where because it's so quiet, because there's nothing else, it can be unpredictable. But in the meantime, what is predictable is that push from the defense of Moist. There's that A side 2 already going down.
Throwing caution to the wind here in this round. A lesser buy, so try and play strength in numbers, sacrifice their body just a bit. Unfortunately, just results in 2 deaths for the Moguls. Damage still possible. The Sheriff's a stinger. Fortunately, Sim won't be the one to do any economic damage outside of reinvestment in shields for 1. Aproto, however, will decapitate his first as the Deadeye. He looks to go out for some more. He wasn't ready for the jump up. Zander with 15 HP needs to be a little more careful. Try and hang on to his weapon and his economy. This round, more room along that M80. It's harder to push back and retake this A site. A good snake bite. Finds vulnerability. Seekers go out. We'll confirm information on a close one inside the cloud burst. NiSMO shares that space with Sim and Zander.
Yeah.
And Deep's the only one here. Okay, never mind. Sim on a close angle here. Trying to play the cross. No help just yet as we go back and forth once more. But last time, this ended in favor of M80. But brawk has been the linchpin here. eeiu and johnqt, last 2 alive. Yet to get that spike planted. Aproto going to invest the lockdown here to secure the round. That spike gets planted. eeiu and johnqt, sure, they're forced to back away. Oh, the spike didn't get planted. Stopped last moment.
It never got planted to. In the meantime, for M80, they get to back up. johnqt playing towards 1, and nobody from the side of Moist is going to be pushing. They know the value of these numbers. They've had these numbers advantages before, and they've lost rounds just like this. So being careful, being patient is everything that they need.
Surprising to me that they leave this door
30
closed. They
seconds
won't see
left.
the cross. And they'll still have to deal with that one here in a moment. That reload definitely hurt. Spike plant hurt as well. Trailblazer through. Spike delayed once more. eeiu have to try and keep johnqt alive. A good fault line. Keep the defense at bay for now. Flash up and over the top. eeiu dealt with johnqt next up and brawk.
30 seconds
Guiding light
left.
for extra information. Let you know that M80 are spread all across the map right now, but they want to end up on this A site. Sim will take the first shot, unfortunately doesn't land it. Meanwhile, Koala and the rest of the team, they cross through tree and they get to the site, but they don't do it without bloodshed. 25 HP on one, 19 on another.
Suppressing.
Everybody alive though, and it seems like we're Moist. This is kind of the thing that they've been waiting for.
They know they're on the other side. Hearing the footsteps, eeiu. The linchpin here, playing that late lurk. Zander to find the first. NiSMO steps up for the next, but can't quite deal with it. eeiu, there he is on the pinch. But it's eeiu with 2. And the 2 are so very low, but they go unchecked. Sim will have to deal with the player just underneath. The fault line does not land, and johnqt doesn't. Again, clock ticking away. Seeker's out. Seeker's revealed 2 players out towards B. Maybe 1 mid, but they're making this one look like an A hit. That spike is not yet committed. Zander is going to push through his own fragment. Both players will go on through. Eventually, they'll gain not only control of this A site, but all the way into the spawn. M80 want to go. Rolling Thunder through that site. He's put in an awkward spot as he's stunned up and eventually will be taken down. Zander makes sure of it. With 14 seconds, there's plenty of time. Brawk the next to go, and M80. They're looking to find themselves in the upper finals, and they're looking to do it with 2 more kills. It's all up to Aproto. He's unsuspecting of the angle. eeiu closes us out, and M80 do it in 3.